everyone, and welcome back to Catharsis Inc. So today we will be in the kitchen as I make some Yule treats for Yule, of course. So let's go ahead and get started. So for the first Yule treat I'll be making, I'm not sure of the technical term of what it's called. Normally I call them wagon wheels, but online they're going by Pretzel Kisses. So for these you'll need some pretzels, some Hershey Kisses, and some M&ms. And I like to use the pretzels that are either square or the mini ones that look like actual pretzels. I had picked up some of these circular ones, but I feel like the Hershey Kiss will fall right through there, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna go with these square ones. So what you do is you lay out your pretzels, and then you put a Hershey Kiss on each one. Okay, now that I have all of the Hershey Kisses on top of the pretzels, I went ahead and preheated the oven to 200 degrees. Now we're gonna put them in there for about 3 minutes. We just wanna give the Hershey Kisses enough time to soften. We don't want them to completely melt. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just took them out of the oven. It took about 3 minutes. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some M&Ms and we're just gonna press an M&M on each of the Hershey Kisses. And this is what they look like finished. I think they turned out really cute, and these just make for a nice little treat for Yule. And you can definitely shake it up a little bit and use different types of Hershey Kisses. Maybe you want to do dark chocolate or white chocolate or peppermint or something like that. And you can also use different color M&Ms as well. So the next Yule treat I'm going to make, I've never made before, but I got this idea because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And I had gotten these frog molds in a Harry Potter box a while back, and I finally, want to use those. So I picked up some microwavable melting chocolate from Aldi. And then my idea is to make kind of like a sorting hat chocolate frog. So I'm going to line the bottom of the frog with some chocolate and then put some different color M&Ms in. So we'll have blue for Ravenclaw, red for Gryffindor, green for Slytherin, and then yellow for Hufflepuff. And these are mini M&Ms. And then after I put the first layer of chocolate in, I will put it in the freezer, let it harden. Then I'm gonna put some M&Ms in each one and then cover that with another layer of chocolate. So then when somebody bites into it, they'll find out what house they're in. So let's go ahead and do our first layer of chocolate. So this is what the chocolate looks like. It comes in bars like this, and you just microwave it in this tray here. And it says that we need to microwave on 50% power for 120 seconds. Do not microwave on high, do not burn. So I think I'm gonna do it a minute at a time, maybe stir it and then put it back in just to make sure that it doesn't burn. Okay, so this is after 2 minutes and it's really melty, so 2 minutes definitely did the trick. So I'm going to go ahead and do a thin layer on the bottom of the frog, probably up around the sides too, just so I leave some room in the middle for the M&Ms. Okay, so now that I've put the thin layer of chocolate in, I'm going to put this in the freezer and let it harden. Okay, so now that the chocolate has hardened, and I was actually surprised, it hardened within about 2 minutes. So I'm going to put some M&Ms in each frog. So I'll do one in blue. And I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Like I said, I've never done this before. So hopefully it turns out good. This would be super cute to do for a Harry Potter party. Or, you know, I'm doing it for Yule. Okay, so now we are going to cover the M&Ms in chocolate. And I think I might use a spoon for this one. Might be easier than a knife. And this one we can just go ahead and fill the entire frog up to the top. And I'm hoping the chocolate is cooled down enough that it's not going to melt the M&Ms. But we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up some of this excess chocolate here and pop them in the freezer, and then we'll see how they turned out. Okay, so I just took them out of the freezer. So let's do the big reveal and see how they turned out. I'm super excited. Hopefully they turned out okay. I don't know. Oh, geesh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. That is adorable. Oh my god. I love these so much. Oh my gosh, look at them. They turned out so good. This one, you can see the M&Ms a little bit. So that's the only thing. We would have to cover that up. You could actually just put like a dab of chocolate on that, and that would be covered up. Just let it harden. But since we can already see this one, let's go ahead and crack this one open and see what it looks like. Oh shoot, I don't even know if I can do it. Holy cow. Okay, let me get a knife. See if we can cut it open. Oh shoot. I just took the back off. But look, the M&Ms didn't melt, so I'm super happy about that. That is so cute. These turned out so good. I'm super excited about this. This would make an awesome Harry Potter treat. And of course, I'm using these for Yule. I think the kids are going to absolutely love these. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited the way these turned out. For the next Yule treat, you'll need an empty ice tray, some big marshmallows, a petal shape cookie cutter. This one is from Target and it comes with 4 different ones. I think I'll be using the second biggest one here. And then you'll also need some regular size M&Ms. So I'm not too sure what these particular things are called, but I am going to go ahead and call them hot chocolate petals. So what we're going to do first is put some marshmallows on some wax paper and just push them down. We're eventually going to roll them out. And we want to roll them out flat because we're going to use the cookie cutter to cut a shape into it. Okay, now that we've got it flattened out, I'm just going to take the cookie cutter and cut some of the marshmallow out in the shape of a petal. Okay, so we're left with this shape here. So we're gonna take our ice cube tray and we're just gonna put the petal inside one of the spots here. And before you push it all the way down, take an M&M and push it down into the center of the petal, like so. And make sure that the top of it doesn't seal. We don't want the top of it to seal. So it's still got a little opening there. So it looks like a little bud. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a few more of these and then I'll hop back on here. So our hot chocolate petals have went ahead and firmed up. So I made some hot chocolate and we're gonna see how they turn out. So let me just take one of these and we're gonna put it into our hot chocolate and we're gonna see if it blooms. Well, it's not really opening. When I found this idea on 5-Minute Crafts, they made it seem like the marshmallow would open up and bloom once you stuck it in hot chocolate. Maybe mine is just too frozen at the minute. Although it does seem to be, well, maybe not. Well, that's okay. Either way, it's a marshmallow and then the M&M will give it a more chocolatey taste. There we go. Now it's opening. Cute. The next one we're gonna make is also fairly simple. They're called butterscotch crunchies. And for this one, you'll need 4 cups of corn flakes, an 11-ounce bag of butterscotch morsels, and half a cup of peanut butter. So first what we're gonna do is we are going to melt our butterscotch morsels. And for this, you'll want to put it on low heat because you won't want to burn the butterscotch. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now that the butterscotch morsels have melted, we're going to add in a half a cup of peanut butter. And we're gonna let that melt in with the butterscotch morsels. Now that the butterscotch and peanut butter are all melted together, we're gonna add 4 cups of corn flakes into the pot. And you can go ahead and turn the heat off. And you're just gonna stir all this together. So it's kind of like Rice Krispie treats if you've ever made those. So we're not gonna have to bake these. We're just gonna put them on some wax paper on top of a cookie sheet. So let me go ahead and stir these up and then we can start dipping them out. So now I'm just gonna take spoonfuls of the mixture and put it on top of some wax paper like so. And then after I get all these spooned out, I'm gonna put them in the fridge for about 30 to 45 minutes to let them cool and harden. So I have them all spooned out, and I wanted to let you know if you wanted to add some holiday cheer and put some holiday sprinkles on it, you definitely could. You could even do some holiday M&ms, which I have back here. So I might go ahead and put some of these on some of them. So before you put them in the fridge, just go ahead and put your sprinkles or your M&Ms on top there. Like so. And then after I do this, then I'll go ahead and put them in the fridge for about half an hour. Then the next and final Yule treat we're going to be making are these Jolly Jelly Thumbprints. And this is out of a cookbook that I had gotten from Target's dollar section. Oh my, it was, I guess, years ago. So for this recipe, we're going to need 1 cup or 2 sticks of unsalted butter softened, a half a cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3 cups all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, granulated sugar for rolling cookies, and about 1/2 cup of jelly or preserves. So for mine, I like to use raspberry preserves, which right here, and I actually found this at Aldi's, so I was super excited. Actually, no, this wasn't Aldi's. This was Dollar Tree, I believe. Yeah, so that's cool. So this is a 17.6 ounce container. So for only $1, that's a pretty good deal. But of course, you only need half a cup, so you can use the rest for something else then. So before we get started with mixing our ingredients, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So go ahead and do that. The next step is you'll want a large mixing bowl. And we are going to cream our butter. So let's go ahead and put our butter in. It's already softened and ready to go. So we need 2 of these. And then we're going to cream the butter with the brown sugar and smooth that together. So we need a half a cup of firmly packed brown sugar. So now that that's creamed, we're going to be adding our egg and vanilla extract. So we need 1 egg. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to combine that. Now we are going to gradually stir in our flour and our salt. So we need 3 cups of flour. So go ahead and add 1 cup of flour at a time. And I'll go ahead and add the salt as well. We need half a teaspoon of salt. Now that I have the mixture completely mixed up, I just went ahead and put it in a ball like this. So we are going to wrap this up and put it in the fridge for about an hour or 2. We just want it to firm up enough that we can make little balls without it crumbling. So let me go ahead and put it in the fridge and then I'll hop back on here. So it's been about 2 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling the cookies. So you're going to want to make about a 1-inch ball. And this recipe makes about 4 dozen cookies. So we're going to roll it up. And then we are going to roll it in a dish of sugar. And then you take your thumb and you press it down to make a thumbprint. And if the edges crack, just use your fingers to push it back together. And now we're going to go ahead and add the raspberry preserves. And you put about a half teaspoon of preserves in each cookie. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest, and then I'll pop back on here. Now that they're all prepared, I'm gonna pop them in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes or until they're lightly browned. And just as a reminder, they go in at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So these are all our treats for Yule, minus the chocolate frogs. The kids already devoured those. Luckily, I was able to get some video and pictures of them before all that. But this is all of our Yule treats. I hope everybody has a blessed Yule, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.